And welcome back. Let's get back on track with athletics. Now, while Edwin Allen captured most of the headlines for winning their seventh straight Girls' Champs title at the weekend, not much attention has been given to runners-up St. Jago High School, who pressed the Clarendon-based school all the way to the line. More in this report.
Saturday's conclusion of the ISA Boys and Girls Championships marked the first time in a decade that the top three schools on the girls' side all surpassed 300 points at the same championship. Champs 2021 also saw St. Jago High School amass their largest points tally since finishing second to Edwin Allen in 2014. The outcome was a contrast to the picture painted by head coach Kilando Goburn before the championship, where he spoke of the struggles the team faced in preparation because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Given the 2021 Champs performance, Goburn is amazed at what his team of 43 girls was able to achieve. This in comparison to 59 athletes for champions Edwin Allen.
I think the girls use all the adversities, all the challenges. I think they really use that as motivation, to prove to all the stakeholders that they indeed deserve to participate at the championship this year. I thought they really, fought to the end and gave it a genuine effort.
Goburn highlighted the Class 3 girls 80-meter hurdles final on day one as a turning point for his team. The race saw St. Jago finishing 1-2 with Kamoy Bing and Brianna Campbell, only for it to be rerun minutes later.
I think the situation with Binger on day one, I thought that also helped to galvanize the team. I mean, even though we eventually lost Binger in the end, due to the second run, she developed a hamstring injury. But I think that pulled the team close, and the girls decided that they was just going to give it their best, from there on. So it was a different vibe, it was a different mindset.
Had the results stood, it would have been the first of 3 1-2 finishes for St. Jago at the championships, with Sansia Smith leading home Alicia Douglas in the Class 1 1500-meter final, with the roles reversed in the 800-meter.
Extremely proud of Sansia Smith and Alicia Douglas. They have been working hard. These two girls, they have been making a lot of sacrifices. And they just decided that they was going to just leave it all on the track. Especially Sansia Smith. I mean, she came over to us from Waterford High in 2018. She sat out 2019. There was no Champs 2020. So, if she did not get this opportunity, then, nobody would know about her.
St. Jago ended the championships with 309.5 points, with winners Edwin Allen scoring 340, while Hydel had 301.5 in third. Bernardo Brown for TVJ Sports.
Meanwhile, Goburn believes a credit must be given to the Intersecondary Schools Sports Association ISA and the local governing body for the sport, the J3As, for pushing ahead with Champs 2021. After the 2020 edition of the annual High School Track and Field Championships was cancelled because of the COVID-19 pandemic, stakeholders were adamant the 2021 staging should not suffer the same fate. This led to stringent measures being implemented to keep the championships in line with government-approved protocols, including the testing of all athletes, coaches, support personnel, and Champs officials. Goburn says if the championship was not held this year, he felt the sport would have suffered greatly in the future.
I think if there was no Champs this year, it would have been catastrophic. I don't think many persons, really understood what would have happened to track and field for high school in Jamaica if there was no Champs in 2021. There's no way we could get them to return to training next year, because we had to dig deep to get a couple persons to come out this year, and some did not. Some were not convinced. And, I don't think they'd find the moral fiber to return in September. So we're thankful. Very, very grateful.